because that's how the beauty is preserved, right?
The longest living root bridge in Meghalaya.
Now time for some red tea. Today we're going to be exploring the sacred forest and a couple of things around here. This bridge behind me, 300 years old. Incredible. To a slightly late start today because, well, slept late, and then after that I had no phone signal. I mean, I know it's not generally late by my city life standards, but otherwise it's pretty late to go for a waterfall hike when we have the entire day ahead of us. But I'm very excited because we're in this secret village and we're going to go to a secret waterfall and it's going to be super beautiful. So excited! This is the fab outfit I've gone for because I had to take off my tights to cross the river because I didn't want it to get wet. So we're back from the waterfall and we have to rush really quickly because we have to go to the living root bridge. This is not the main living root bridge but an offbeat one. And we've just got some breakfast here. I'm so excited. Okay, so now we're on our way to the living root bridge, but this isn't the main one that's there in Nongriat. So Nick is going to tell us what we're doing right now. Nick, please reveal yourself to the camera.
I'm here.
Yes.
So, we are heading to the longest living root bridge right now.
Longest living root bridge of Meghalaya.
Longest living root bridge of Meghalaya, and now we are going down to deep inside the jungle, where we'll find like not just the longest living root bridge but a lot of living root bridges, and we're going to witness
So there's not going to be just one, there are going to be multiple bridges. So the name is something that you're going to find out on your own. The best way to do it is of course the same way we've all done it here, which is book this experience with Chalo Hoppo. And this is something that they include in their itinerary, or you can even request them to do it. Are we excited, Nick?
Definitely, I'm crazy excited. And we're gonna climb some of the trees. We're gonna swing some, and it's gonna be crazy fun.
Yay! Let's go!
Let's go!
I'm very curious to also now, I mean, I've never seen a living root bridge, but the fact that you said that there are also tunnels with living root bridges,
tunnel
that's
living
crazy.
root bridge. There is like L pattern living root bridge.
So like shaped like an L.
And also there is like what do you call this? Double lane living root bridge.
So two next to each other.
Yeah.
And so this is all like, when they weave it, weave it with the purpose of making it like that.
Yeah.
All villages in Meghalaya have architects who weave these beautiful living root bridges and platforms. They take small baby roots and weave them around bamboo. And then nature does its magic. These roots become stronger over hundreds of years to form these magnificent bridges.
Since I share everything good actually, I just thought that I'll quickly share this as well. So I was at the living root bridge. While coming down, I had like a full-on panic attack, which was really weird. So I'm very scared of heights. And I think I was just looking down and it started scaring me more and more as I looked down. And then my legs started shaking and then I couldn't move and then I felt like I couldn't breathe. And that was really stressful and I feel like I'm gonna cry. So I just like moved away from the group. I don't know why, I just don't understand. Like when I went up, it was completely fine. But as I was getting down, something like just shifted and I freaked out. Deep breaths. But I've never had an experience like this. It was the coolest thing ever. It honestly isn't that scary. I'm pretty sure it's just me because everyone else was coming down. It's just my fear of heights.
Welcome to the longest living root bridge in Meghalaya. My favorite part is, which is what Nick told us, is that this root right here, which is so tiny and thin, becomes this huge root over here and this root over here. So this is the before and this is the after, and after that creates a bridge that can make 4 people go walk over it in one go, which is insane. So we're gonna walk over it. Come with me.
now time for some red tea, this time without sugar, exactly how they have it. And it's so cold and rainy. Can't get better, no? Welcome to another day in Meghalaya. Today we're going to be exploring the sacred forest and a couple of things around here. We're also going to be going to Cherrapunji and spending the night in Nongriat. This again has been organized by Chalo Hoppo, and I am so excited to go in here because I've heard such great and exciting things about the sacred forest right here. Over here earlier in Meghalaya, there was no religion as such that was followed in terms of like Christianity or Hinduism or whatever it may be. So the religion that was followed here, or the rituals that were performed, were Singh Khasi, which is like, I'm guessing because these are the Khasi hills that we're in. So the religion basically focuses on worshipping different elements of the nature, right? So be it over here is the forest, for example. So all the rituals are conducted in this very forest behind me, which is why it's called the sacred forest. And this is just one of the many sacred forests. This is the one that's open for tourists to visit and explore. Otherwise, there are around 200 forests, and 165 of those sacred forests are in Meghalaya.
Some of these areas are still ruled by kings. For instance, the king in this region has 23 villages under him, and they all conduct their rituals in forests like this one. It's said that one must never take anything out of this forest, not even a leaf, else bad luck will follow them. All sacred forests have these blocks of stones called monoliths that are considered sacred, and this is where all the rituals are performed.
So we're done with the sacred forest trek. It was quite short for us, I think, just because we're young and we walk fast. So it took us around, I would say, even like it could be even less than 45 minutes, to be honest, if you just walk fast. Okay, so now we're on our way to Nongriat and we're with Keith.
Yes, hi.
Keith is taking us down.
Yes.
And how many steps are we going down, Keith?
Now it's like 1,000 more.
2,000 steps. And we can see our homestay from here, and it's really far away, and I don't know how we're going to go. We're apparently going to be crossing 2 rivers by bridges. And also what Keith has told us is that the wettest place in Asia, wettest place on earth? No.
Yeah, with this bridge.
Yeah, over there.
On Earth, yeah.
Wettest place on earth is somewhere there.
Yeah, somewhere there.
And it's called?
Monsoons.
The wettest place on earth called Mawlyngbna is somewhere there, is what Keith has told us. Keith is showing us his speed and taking us at his speed of walking. We're all for it. It's low-key running, not walking, but we're doing it. We can do it. This bridge behind me is 300 years old, which is why it looks like that. So the roots underneath that basically have orchids in June, July. There's another bridge right there. That's around 100 years old, which is why it's not completely ready yet. And there's a bridge right there as well, which is 50 years old. And no, it's very recent, and within 50 years, it's going to become, like it's going to get to this point maybe. So this is the first bridge that we're crossing to get to our homestay. And we have to cross 2 bridges like this?
Yes, this is a small one, and we have to go to the second one with the big one.
Perfect. We've now reached the second bridge, and now we're gonna head to our homestay, and this looks incredible. I don't think I've ever come to a place like this that looks so beautiful. Okay, wait, I need to show you the emerald pools at the bottom. Look at that. So we just checked into our homestay here, and it's called Serene Homestay. Serene Homestay, and it's truly serene. It's been so long, I mean, especially in India. The last time I stayed in a homestay, I think over here in India, was when I was in Ladakh and briefly in Goa. But it's so nice to be back and have that homely feeling again, because you know, hotels just somehow can never be as close as to what a homestay feels like. Chalo Hoppo has booked us the Serene Homestay over here, but should be quite affordable. I think the rooms could start from there. I've seen that there's single rooms, there are double bedrooms. I think there are 3 beds as well. I'm guessing the single room would be pretty cheap, costing around 200 to 300 per night. And I'm guessing if you come here and book it, and if it's empty and you try your luck, it'll probably be cheaper. Now we're headed towards Rainbow Falls, so we're going to go trek up there. I think it's a 1.5 hour long trek, which has pools along the way for us to swim. And at the end of it, we're going to go to the Rainbow Falls, and then while coming back, we're going to pick up our luggage and then go back up to Shillong, go back up to Tirna. That one is going to be a tough hike because that's almost 3,000 steps that we're going to be climbing today. I'm not sure if I'm ready for this because I hate climbing up. Niche to aana is fine, but upar jana is the fun part. So let's see how that goes. So right now, since I'm going down, I thought I'll tell you a little bit about Nongriat, the village we're in, right? So Nongriat is basically broken down into 2 words, Nong and Riat. Nong meaning village and Riat meaning ridges or cliffs. So it's basically means a village surrounded by cliffs and ridges, which is so true for it because everywhere you see, you're going to see waterfalls around you, you're going to see cliffs, you're going to see living root bridges. And this village was basically, it has like a ton of living root bridges. And the cool thing is as to like why did they start? It's not just for fun, right? Everything that's been here for 300-400 years always has some practicality behind it. That's how the world works. Things become for tourists, like they become something for tourism, but they're never beginning that way, you know. They always have some sort of practicality to it. So the reason why the living root bridges came into existence was because the maintenance of the bamboo and any sort of other wooden bridge with the kind of rains they have here, right? Like think about it, this was one of the wettest places on the in Asia or the earth, and to be able to maintain bridges like that to cross from one village to another just wasn't possible. So they decided that the one thing that would actually grow with the rains would be a living root bridge. So they used the roots and laid down like some sort of a basic plan, and then the roots would wrap themselves around it, and you have all these bridges here. Isn't that so cool? Okay, so I was walking down there and then I spotted this. So now I'm changing and I'm gonna go take a quick dip before we head back, because we didn't get to swim in the Rainbow Falls and I need to swim, guys. I need to swim. That was such a good dip in the waterfall. You know, when I was sitting there, I was just wondering if there's a way for me to not leave Nongriat at all, like just stay here for longer, because it's so beautiful and there's so much more to see, and I'm just wondering when will I come back to a place like this, you know. And I wish I'd planned more days, but if you guys come here, I would say maybe stay for 2 days, because there are more hikes to do, there's a cave, there are more waterfalls, and you can do so much more. So I ate a very lavish lunch and I'm now full. I think today I've eaten so much. I think the biggest breakfast that I ever ate was today. I ate 4 eggs, which was insane. And I just ate my lunch right now. Sorry, I thought someone was calling me. So I just ate my lunch right now, ordered in, and the whole thing. So basically we ate 2 dinners, since my friend's also traveling with me. So 2 dinners and a lunch for 2 people, fruit salad, and all of it costed us around 1,000 rupees. And yeah, so that's pretty cheap, I would say, for like the entire time that we've stayed here. So yeah, that is basically the whole cost. And obviously there's also the cost of stay that's separate, but that's the cost of the food, to give you an idea. And now we're about to go back up. That is where we need to go. I don't know how I'm going to do it. So we're climbing up. It's tiring, not gonna lie. The sweat is just pouring down my body overall. It's crazy. But today is a Sunday here, which is why this place is shut. So you can't come to the village on a Sunday, which is something you guys should keep in mind. Obviously, if you plan it with Chalo Hoppo, they won't get you here on a Sunday. But it was a great idea to come on a Saturday and leave on a Sunday, because we got every place completely empty and to ourselves, which was amazing. So the waterfalls, the double-decker bridge, all ours. So it was quite cool. So yeah, Sunday, quiet day in Nongriat. I think we're almost there. Not almost, but I'm guessing, because the thing has gotten slightly flat now. So tiring, but so much fun. It's all worth it in the end. It's always worth it. Oh wow, I look different. That's because I got back home after that very tiring walk and completely shut down my phone and enjoyed some beautiful time in the car. I mean, while we were driving back from Nongriat to Shillong, and now I'm here in Shillong and it's sunny, it's beautiful, and this is my last day here. And I can't believe that such a beautiful trip has come to an end, but I just have to say that I loved every bit of it, and I can't recommend going to Meghalaya enough. This trip was done during the onset of monsoons, and I was so surprised that that was possible, because I'd always heard कि monsoons के time पे possible ही नहीं है, but it was, and there were certain places, and Chalo Hoppo designed the itinerary as per monsoons. So you guys can definitely go for this trip, the one that I went for. Refer to my videos before this, and you're going to love it. Nongriat was one of my favorite places throughout this trip, and I feel like I want to go back there, spend some more time, maybe stay there for 2-3 days, because there are so many waterfalls to explore that you could see literally from the balcony of the place, and spend some more time talking to Byron, who was running that place, the homestay, and kind of has brought that village on the map for tourists. So it was a beautiful day all in all. The hike up was tiring, but not too tiring. I was actually like, I think anything that physically challenges you makes you mentally stronger, and that is my life's motto. So stay tuned for the next upcoming adventures, because they're going to be so cool and so much fun, and I hope that I can continue to inspire you to travel to different corners of the world, of India. So subscribe to my channel right now, like this video, turn on the bell button, and don't forget to leave a comment please, because that's how we're gonna talk. If you want to stay tuned to more real-time content, follow me on Instagram, because I'm sharing everything real-time over there, all my new adventures. So stay tuned for more.